Friends, do you remember the speeches from last week? One of them had a pyramid, Maslow's need hierarchy. Does anyone remember what are the physiological needs? The bottommost bit of the pyramid? Can you figure out any one of the physiological needs? Yes? Food. Food.
Anything physical.
Physical.
Shelter.
Shelter. Okay, how about internet? Is internet a necessity for human life? Internet. No.
That's
Let me show you how.
even more important than physiological needs.
How about electricity? Is electricity the base of the pyramid?
Yes.
How many of you think electricity is in this? Okay. Today, I'll give you an experience on electricity. A time in my college when I went powerless for a day. The day I struggled to get the base of the pyramids of needs right. It was a Sunday morning, just like today. But after the Megan Fox movie last night, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared to be foxed by the gods. I woke up drenched in a pool of sweat. Early for me back then, when the clock struck 11. I did not know, but the fan had been the first victim of the outage. The city-wide outage, 12 hours and counting. I was thirsty. I was stenching. I dragged myself to the water bottle in my room. Empty. My roommate had got everything. I ran out to the water cooler, bare feet without my glasses. I touched the tap. It was warm. You need power to cool water. I didn't care. The tank was empty. The motor runs on electricity. Everyone was foraging for water. Beg, borrow, or steal. That was the first time in my life when I used bottled water. When I paid for bottled water, literally to clean my shit. Electricity is required for water. That day, I also realized after hitting water that electricity had hit one of my other physiological needs. The internet. I can live without Facebook for a day, even for months. But as a student, there are two things that are almost a choice: death or homework. I had a homework submission, a project submission that very day. And my homework, along with that of two others, laid in a CPU, a brick without power. After searching for a UPS, I realized we were in serious trouble. In the ancient, sacred Hindu text of Ramayana, Lord Hanuman carries the mountain across the nation to save God Ram. In the sacred world of student life, a student carried the CPU cabinet all across the hostel, foraging for electrons, some spare electrons, which were not available. The cyber cafes were also shut down. The world was coming to an end. Desperate times call for desperate measures. The ATM has a power backup. We sent an army to the ATM to figure out if we can plug something in. They never returned. The air conditioner is such a big incentive. You cannot give it up. Another battle was being fought and the server room. The college email servers haven't shut down, but they are guarded 24/7 by a guard. And the keys of the server room are very difficult to get by. We needed an inside job. The research assistant could be bribed. 7-year-old Jack Daniels was quietly smuggled into the college. The CPU was broken down and the hard disk was collected. A bag of books was spilled by a cute accomplice to distract the guard. Some students quietly tiptoed into the server room. Rest was easy. No one noticed that the backup email server went down in the power outage. We were quick to spring up the wires and were done in less than an hour. But there was more to it. We were stuck. We did not have an exit strategy. In 15 minutes, the professor would be here. Instant death! Then the research assistant, he came up with a very clever idea that got him his second Jack Daniels that day. He slammed the door open, walking out, shouting at us, "You guys don't do anything. You're not here to enjoy the AC. You're here to help me work." The gust of cold wind distracted the guard. He never noticed two students covering their faces in shame, going out of the server. That was the easiest and the biggest margin A I ever got in college. 30% of the class had to redo the subject. The rest worked hard throughout the year. The research assistant, meanwhile, became a great friend. We still call him today, asking for some pint of that Jack Daniels. Electricity is the base of Maslow's pyramid. Without electricity, you won't have food preservation or water pumping. Even our credit cards are useless without electricity. I really feel for my friends at New York who lost power for a day, and those at Puerto Rico who've been struggling without electricity for months. I hope their troubles are over, and no one in this world has to be powerless. Thank you.